Hi friends, good morning. Let's we discussed about 2023 economic growth for all over the world. As I prepare this document based on my self-analyzing from various kind of website, International Monetary Fund website, World Bank, Bloomberg's, many economic website and newspapers, Business Line, Economic Times, Times of India, The Hindu, and many newspaper as I read based on the understanding as I prepare this document. What IMF said, the worst is yet to come. 2023 will feel like recession because 2023 it's come for recession. All the analyzing documents and all the prediction websites should be said that strongly 2023 will feel like recession because the growth should be reduced. All the major economic countries, UK, US, Euro region, China, all the countries should be faced this kind of recession from 2023. The recession should be occur for various reasons. That reason should be explained step by step. As of now, the global growth forecast is 3.2%, but as the prediction for the next year only for the 2.7%. Because all the developing nation, developed nation, and the underdeveloped nation, everything face this recession. What is the major reason for facing the recession? Impact of the Russian and Ukraine war. If we think about that war still going on above 100 days, so the reason the energy price should be increased for all over the world. Crude oil and petrol, diesel price should be increased because Russia is the second world largest petrol producer. Chemical price should be increased, chemical related product price should be increased, and food product price should be increased because Ukraine is a largest sunflower oil producer. The food price should be increased. All over the world faced many problems because of the Russia and Ukraine war. Obviously, if we think the crude oil price should be increased, obviously all the price should be increased because crude oil price directly proportional to all the product price. That is one reason. Next, pandemic related lockdown and supply chain distraction. As I read the article from few days before, again the China's COVID should be spread in China. They plan to lock down the places, various places. That is also one kind of problem because the supply chain distraction should be happen because they manufacturing for all the product. Suddenly they announce for the lockdown. They cannot able to transfer the product from one country to another country. The supply chain distraction, that is also one kind of problem. Okay, if we think okay, all company open the company should be open the factory from different company. That is also not possible right now because if you open the company from any of the new country, you need to segment your business. It should be take minimum 2 or 3 years. That is also one problem. Another one, fertilizer, food and energy cost should be increased. Sure, if you see that India, the fertilizer price should be increased too much because of Ukraine Russia war. The fertilizer import, overall export for the fertilizer import, that country fertilizer price should be increased. Food and energy cost, obviously petrol and diesel price should be increases. Again the food price also increased. Actually, what is the peak it's go for 2023 is global inflation 9.5%. After it's suddenly degrade, no, slowly it's degrade after it's come to that 4.1% for 2024. Cost of living crisis, that is also one kind of crisis. If you go with the UK, the cost of living crisis go very high because nowadays if you provide the work from home also, the UK people go and work for office. That much of cost of living crisis happen from this UK. Too many low income countries go extreme level poverty because already they have a low income country. Food and energy, all the price should be increases. So again they go to that extreme level of stress, jobless and hiring problem. Obviously it should be happen because the recession should be stopped. Obviously developing nation or developed nation, underdeveloped nation, everybody face the jobless and hiring problem. Biggest problem for retail lending because this year as I buy one product from this 100 rupees, next year I will buy the same product 170 rupees. What will happen? Obviously the price should be increased. So it's a big headache for the retail lending persons. Obviously the bank should be change the interest rate. They put higher interest rate for the loans. any mortgage loans or any personal loans or vehicle loans or education loans, it's all should be hit back from this consumer side. Weakness of currency. Yes, US dollar against all the developing countries should be reduced day by day. Think about 6 months before 1 USD is 75 INR. Right now 1 USD is 83 INR. What they happen? The currency INR price, INR currency value should be go weaker day by day. So what should happen? This kind of problem, we need to reverse the currency. So we need to spend more money. That is a reverse problem. We need to spend each and every year $379 billion. Suppose today you 1 USD is 83 INR. Next day it's go to 1 USD is 87 INR. You need to pay extra $379 billion because the price fluctuation for the base currency. All the developing nation, again the 19 developing nations should be faced this kind of currency fluctuations problem. Here I will provide the pictorial representative also in below the slide. See, major currency depreciation from this dollar, Swiss, Indian rupee, Chinese yuan, euro currencies, Japanese yuan, all should be faced the same kind of similar kind of problems. Output losses. In case you are export losses, how the country face the export losses. In case country do more export, they get more base currency. Otherwise the country growth also good because they export the product, they get the money from other countries. So country, it's go to the development stage or developed stage. But you face the export losses, your generating income should be reduced. Government generating income should be reduced. See, this is the diagram for G20 countries, okay, who are all participating in G20 countries. Those countries, how the output loss should be faced in 2023. You know this G20 countries: Japanese, Brazil, US, Euro area, China, Germany, UK, India, Indonesia, and Russia. All the countries should face for output losses. See, Japanese 2.6, Brazil 2.8, minus 2.8, 4.5, minus 5.1, Euro area, China minus 5.7, Germany minus 6.8, UK minus 6.8, India minus 7.8, Indonesia minus 9.2, Russia minus 12.6. These three countries face too much of output losses from G20 countries. India, Indonesia, Russia. Low income countries, okay, I get the fund from IMF, International Monetary Fund, or other government budget. I need to pay my amount, right? Because I am from one person, I lending the amount from some other person. I need to pay my principal amount as well as my interest rate. So suppose the company get the money from any IMF or a World Bank, they need to pay the amount and interest rate. That is also one kind of problem for some of the countries. Think about Somalia, Sri Lanka, Angola, Gohan. These kind of countries should be face high government debts because Somalia need to pay their overall income 96.8% to outside the IMF or World Bank. Sri Lanka 58.8, Angola 56.5, Gohan 51.9. They need to pay this much of amount. Another one, this pictorial I will take from IMF website, how the GDP growth for 2023. It's a predictions. 2021 in United States from 5.7, 2023 1%, Euro 5.2, 23 0.5. Euro should face many kind of awkward GDP growth because the Ukraine and Russia war, food price increase, cost of living increase, weaker currency issue, all those things. Okay, Middle East and Central Asia, it should be little bit fine compared with other sectors, other world regions. 4.5, 3.6. Emerging and developing Asia 7.2, 2023 4.9. Emerging and developing Asia we consider as the India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. These are the countries we consider. 7.2, 4.9, 4.9. Latin America and the Latin America regions 6.9 in 2021, 1.7 in 2023. Sub-Saharan Africa 4.7, 3.7 is 2023. This is for the latest outlook growth projection for IMF website. World economics should be reached only for the 2.7% development. Think 2.21, 6.0, 23, 3.2 and 23, 2.7. Advanced economy 5.2, 2.4, 1.1. Advanced economy what are the countries should become? All the developed nations should become: United States, Euro area, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Japan, United Kingdom, Canada. These are the countries should come. United States also face same kind of problem. 2025 5.7, 2022 1.6, 2023 1.0, and Euro area 5.2, 3.1, 0.5. Germany also face same kind of GDP reduced problem. France also face same kind of problem. Italy also face same kind of problem. Spain also face same kind of problem. Japan also face same kind of problem. United Kingdom 7.4, 3.6, 0.3. Canada also same kind of problem. Other advanced economy also face same kind of problem. And emerging market developing country means who are the developing nations and some emerging market country. 6.3 to 3.7, 3.7. Same like that. They are maintaining the same stage from next year also. What are the country from emerging market? China, Russia, emerging and developing Asia. 7.2 China for 2021, 4.9 for 2023. India 8.7 for 2021, 6.1 for 2023. Asian Russia also 4.7, 3.4, minus 2.3, because they've spent much amount in war and Ukraine and Russia war and a lot of sanctions. These are the problem they face negative impact in this. They are both. Brazil also face, Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, all the country they are face this problem. Okay, on simple how you face the recession. Okay, either the government or single person. Government need to make the monetary policy to support for the small businessmen and common employees and common person. The monetary policy should be support for the all the small businessmen, common employee and common people. People need to think about investment in different manner. Suppose you take down this example, developed nation they invest from the stock market, equities, derivative like that. Developing nation they invest for that lands. Underdeveloped nation or any kind of war nation they invest for the gold. Same like that, you need to think about investment is a different prospect. Labor law should be constrained very easily. Never ever happen for the layoff, and they need to give the more production for the all the labors. They need to increase the production as well as the price should be reduced for all the time. They plan to stop for the food inflations. This they need to consider. Okay, same kind of problem should be happen for the 1917. Okay, on the time they never world should not be follow for the prospect instruction. Suddenly they change the interest rate and they least bother about for the common people, and a lot of war should be happen and many things. That inflation converted as a stagflation. Stagflation means high inflation, high interest rate. It's gone for 5 years, 1970 to 1975. After it's slowly down again, it's come to the 1987 or 1990 or 1995. It's come to normal. Okay, again same prediction happened for the 2020, but that prediction is not fully true because lot of monetary changes and some kind of government body changes. The recession should be stopped within a year. Same kind of prediction happened for the 2023. Let us see how the people and government cooperate for the recession, how they stop for this issue. Thanks for watching this video. Kindly subscribe this channel and provide more support for this channel.